Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. David De Gea could now reunite with Cristiano Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia. David De Gea's Manchester United contract has ended and he could end up joining Cristiano Ronaldo at Al-Nassr. Confusion surrounds De Gea's future after his United contract came to an end on a Friday evening. The Athletic reported last week that De Gea had actually signed a new deal with United before the Red Devils backed out. That means De Gea now finds himself as a free agent, and United seem ready to move on amid links to other goalkeepers. Andre Onana, Justin Bale, and Kevin Trapp have all been linked in recent days, with United seemingly going in a new direction between the sticks. So what next for De Gea? A route back to Spain seems to be closed, with Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid all having settled first choice goalkeepers. A Premier League move seems unlikely too, and the next logical destination may in fact be Saudi Arabia. The Sun now report that Al-Nassr are interested in signing De Gea in what would be a reunion with Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese superstar made the move to Saudi Arabia in the middle of last season, sparking a rise of the Saudi Pro League. Now we are seeing the likes of Edouard Mendy, Karim Benzema, N'Golo Kante, Ruben Neves, and Khalidou Koulibaly head to Saudi Arabia, with more to follow. De Gea could be the next, with Al Nassr allegedly prepared to offer him a £250,000 a week contract to make the move to the Middle East. De Gea is allegedly still interested in signing in new terms with United, but the move to Saudi Arabia is now attractive to the Spaniard. Al Nassr do though already have a former Premier League goalkeeper in their ranks, with ex-Arsenal man David Ospina at the club. Man United prepared to push for Fred's exit after securing deal for Mason Mount. Manchester United are prepared to push for Fred's exit after securing an agreement for Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount, according to Manchester Evening News and Fabrizio Romano. The Red Devils recently agreed to sign Mount after negotiating for a couple of weeks. The Englishman is expected to join the club for £55 million plus £5 million in add-ons. With his arrival, United will push plans to sell a midfielder, and it's reported that Fred is the likely candidate to head for the exit door this summer. Scott McTominay has also been linked with a transfer in recent months, but his exit is unlikely as he is the youngest senior midfielder in the first team squad. Donny van de Beek and Hannibal Mejberi are other players that could make way, though there is no concrete interest in signing the duo at the moment. Fred, who was signed for £52 million in 2018, has been on the radar of Fulham since May. The Brazilian has been with United for the past 5 seasons. He has produced standout performances, but between those, there have been several underwhelming displays. This has been the highlight of his Red Devils career. With his contract expiring next summer, there are no surprises that the club are prepared to consider his departure. Fulham are known to hold a strong interest in Fred. Earlier in May, Cottagers manager Marco Silva was spotted holding a lengthy chat with him in the car park at Old Trafford. United currently value the midfielder at £20 million, but the Cottagers may look for a bargain. Meanwhile, United's decision to keep hold of McTominay does not surprise us either. He is the youngest senior midfielder in the squad, and most importantly, a homegrown player. United are unlikely to find a replacement for him on the cheap in case he leaves. McTominay still has 2 years remaining on his contract, with the option for another 12 months. The club have plenty of time to decide his future and could delay his exit for another year. Man United really close to finalizing a new contract that club feel is almost like a new signing. Manchester United are really close to finalizing a new contract for star player Marcus Rashford, according to Fabrizio Romano in his exclusive CaughtOffside column. The Red Devils supposedly feel that this Rashford deal is almost like a new signing, since the England international's current contract would be ending in 2024, while he had interest from Paris Saint-Germain. Rashford is undoubtedly good enough to play for almost any top European club, and it would have been a huge blow for Man United to lose this talented and popular product of their academy just as he is approaching his peak years. Rashford had one of his best seasons at Old Trafford last term, scoring 30 goals in 56 games in all competitions, whilst matching his previous best tally of 17 Premier League goals for the campaign. Romano is still not entirely sure when United will officially announce Rashford's new contract, but it seems this deal is now really close, with only a final few details being sorted out. He said, I can confirm that Marcus Rashford is really close to signing a new long term deal at United, though when it will be announced is up to the club. It's technically not done yet, some details have to be clarified soon, but talks are very advanced. Man United believe this is like a new signing because Rashford was out of contract in 2024, and many top clubs, including PSG, were keeping a close eye on Marcus' situation. Mason Mount medical and expected the club statement latest. Mason Mount will complete his move to Manchester United shortly, with his medical due today. Fabrizio Romano has provided an update on the expected timeline for Mason Mount's move to Manchester United to be completed. Via Twitter, he reported Mason Mount will undergo medical test on Monday, and then he finally gonna sign a 5-year deal as a new Manchester United player. Contract until June 2028. It will also include an option to extend until June 2029. £55 million plus £5 million to Chelsea, statement this week. Mason Mount will be the first signing of Manchester United summer. The club are also looking to complete deals for a goalkeeper and a striker. The Athletic reported last Thursday that Manchester United had agreed a fee with Chelsea after previous offers were rejected. Manchester United's goal in midfield is to sign younger, longer-term options with Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, both above 30. Mount, 24, is a step in the right direction, and his move should be completed before pre-season training begins. Manchester United keen to sign ex-PSG ace for just £10 million this summer. Manchester United could turn to Eintracht Frankfurt goalkeeper Kevin Trapp as an alternative target to Inter Milan's Andre Onana. That's according to the Mirror, who claim that Erik ten Hag now wants to sign two goalkeepers this summer. One is to replace David De Gea, whose contract has now expired and is seemingly on his way out of Old Trafford. The second would be to replace Dean Henderson, who is wanted in a permanent move by Nottingham Forest. That means United are now looking at a number of different goalkeeping options, with Inter star Onana thought to be the top target. A deal isn't a sure thing though, and United need to have other targets in mind. It's suggested that Frankfurt star Trapp is now one target for United, alongside Feyenoord stopper Justin Balow. The report claims that Trapp would be available for around £10 million, which would surely fit into United's budget this summer. The 32-year-old may not be a long-term solution for United, but he is a proven stopper and has been on the United radar for a while. Some United fans may remember links with a move to sign a Trapp last summer too. Sport 1 reported that United had made an approach to sign a Trapp and that Frankfurt were willing to do a deal. The Athletic backed that up before Sport 1 bizarrely added that Sir Alex Ferguson was recommending a move for a Trapp. The German international eventually admitted that there was a written offer from United, but he chose to stay with Frankfurt. Trapp had just won the Europa League with Frankfurt and secured the Champions League football back then, so you can understand an emotional pull to stay with the Bundesliga side. Trapp may also remember leaving Frankfurt to join PSG in 2015, a big move which didn't quite work out. Maybe Trapp can be tempted to Old Trafford this time around, with Ten Hag potentially ready to make another push for his signature. Feyenoord goalkeeper Justin Balow open to big transfer to Man United, contact made. Feyenoord goalkeeper Justin Balow would be open to a big transfer to Manchester United this summer, according to The Telegraph's Marcel van der Kraan. The Red Devils are expected to invest on a new shot stopper in the current transfer window, and they have recently been linked with Inter Milan's Andre Onana. Onana could be signed in a deal worth 60 million euros, but it's claimed that United could turn their attention elsewhere due to their limited summer budget. Balo is one of the players under consideration, and Van der Kraan reports that the Red Devils value the 25-year-old at just one-third of Onana's price tag. There has been contact between Feyenoord and United at the management level, but the Red Devils have yet to show any intention of making a formal bid. Balo is currently considering his options. It's reported that he will set his sights on a move to United if manager Erik ten Hag decides to go for him. Onana is presently the priority goalkeeper target for United. The 27-year-old is a superb ball-playing keeper, but he has also impressed with his high claims and ability to operate as a sweeper keeper when the situation requires. If United opt for a cheaper alternative, Balo could emerge as a realistic option. The Dutchman recently guided Feyenoord to the league title after a 24-year wait. The 25-year-old is a progressive goalkeeper, similar to Onana. In the recent campaign, he made 14% of his passes in Eredivisie from outside the box. Meanwhile, Balo is also good when coming off his line and can put in a challenge when needed. Last season, he won 8 tackles, 4 outside of his own box. His long ball distribution is not the best, but he lost possession on just 6.2 occasions per league game last term, much better than Onana, 8.1 times per outing. In our opinion, Onana should be United a priority to strengthen the goalkeeping department, but we won't be surprised if they turn their attention to Balo. Newcastle now preparing to submit offer for Man United target Gonzalo Ramos. Newcastle United are preparing to submit an offer for Manchester United target Gonzalo Ramos, according to Correio de Mania. The 22-year-old had a fantastic 22-23 season with Benfica, scoring 27 goals and providing 12 assists from 47 appearances across all competitions. The Red Devils have been following Ramos closely in recent months, but Correio de Mania report that the Magpies are lining up an approach for him. The Portugal international currently has a release clause worth 120 million euros in his contract, but Benfica are prepared to listen to offers of over 80 million euros. Ramos has developed into a terrific contributor of goals in the last 18 months, but he has also impressed with other key attributes, such as his work rate and defensive duties. The Portuguese has excelled with his regular high pressing and does not shy away from making a challenge. He won 5 duels and nearly 1 tackle per game last term. The Benfica graduate also likes to hold up play and has the ability to provide key passes. Ramos, who scored a stunning hat-trick against Switzerland at the World Cup, has all the attributes to become United's leading striker. He should get better with experience. In our view, the club must avoid losing out on him to the Magpies this summer. Eddie Howe's side already have 2 top-class strikers in Callum Wilson and Alexander Isak, and adding Ramos to their squad could make them potential title challengers next season. United, on the other hand, have just one specialist centre forward in Anthony Martial. The Red Devils should show more ambition in the transfer market this summer. We would personally prefer the club to sign Ramos, with Rasmus Højlund being his understudy. Ramos would most likely choose United over Newcastle if both clubs make an offer. Man United really like Rasmus Højlund. Atalanta won't listen to offers less than 60 million euros. Manchester United really like Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund, but he won't be available for less than 60 million euros, according to Alfredo Pedula. The Red Devils recently agreed a deal with Chelsea to sign midfielder Mason Mount. He is expected to join the club after his medical today. The club are now planning to invest on a new striker, and Pedula reports that they really like Højlund. The Dane is one of the best emerging strikers in world football, and Atalanta don't intend to listen to offers less than 60 million euros for his services. United have already made an opening offer of 35 million euros for the 20-year-old that has been rejected. It appears Atalanta are looking for a premium fee for the Denmark international, and the onus is now on United to convince them with a fresh proposal. The Red Devils may want to negotiate a lower fee upfront with add-ons, but have to be quick, as the likes of Juventus could enter the race for Højlund. The Bianconeri are currently looking to sell Dusan Vlahovic. If successful, they could be prepared to make a big investment on the Copenhagen graduate. Højlund started last season with Sturm Graz, but made the move to Atalanta before the end of August. He contributed 16 goals and 7 assists at club level last season. His statistics are not extraordinary, but the striker definitely has immense potential in him. The left-footed ace has a strong aerial and physical presence. He also possesses good pace on the counter-attack, despite being a tall marksman. The youngster has likewise impressed with his movement in and around the box. He has been likened to Erling Haaland as he has similar attributes as the Norwegian. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.